So every time I would sit in that pen and just pray for Woodrow to come to me, I would just look at him and I would just cry because I saw my dad. I just adored my dad. He taught me so much about horses. He was a farrier for 25 years, and I was actually an ICU nurse and quit that to take care of my dad. In hospice care, I took care of him for almost 2 months. So when Woodrow came and he had that handlebar mustache, I just melted. It was so hard to look at him and work through those emotions of losing my dad. I think now I've turned that around into so many positive things. Hi, my name is Ann Hanlin. I am the owner of Woodrow. He is a 2011 American Mustang from Salt Wells Creek, Wyoming. I purchased him off of the internet adoption from the BLM in February 2018. And I picked him up from Dream Park in New Jersey, April 13th, 2018. So why did I want a Mustang? Well, I really have no idea. I jumped in full force and just decided it's something that I wanted to do. I had lost my heart horse who I had for 19 years in January and was kind of on the search for another horse of color. And the ones that I had seen were kind of Western and I event, so I needed something that was going to be able to do some dressage and also jump. A friend of mine sent me the link to the BLM internet adoption, and I went there and saw Woodrow and just fell in love. I won his bid, which was very competitive, and got myself ready and went and picked him up and brought him home and let him run off the trailer and into the corral, and that was the start of our journey. So I've been around horses my whole life, so 31 years, and I knew kind of what to do, but he taught me so much. It took me 8 days just to touch him, and I think a lot of that was just me working on myself. I really needed to work through losing my older horse. I also lost my dad 3 years ago in January, and Woodrow arrived with a mustache, and that mustache reminded me of my dad. He had a handlebar mustache and it looked just like Woodrow's, so I think I had to just kind of work through all of that, and as soon as I worked through a lot of it, I was able to touch him. So it took a lot of sitting in the pen, a lot of patience, which is not a key virtue of mine, but something that I've learned with my children and now with Woodrow. And I touched him, and then we did a lot of groundwork. I got on him, and he's bucked me off twice, but it's just kind of helped me figure him out, him figure me out. I've taken it really slow with him, started in bareback and then progressed with the saddle. And we've just kind of progressed from there. Started jumping, he loves to jump, and then doing, the dressage and flat work, we're kind of bringing that along more now too. He's really learning to use his hind end and figure out that he doesn't have to run around on his forehand and drag me around, that he has other body parts that he can use that he's never had to use being out in the wild. So it's been really fun to watch him learn how to use himself and the progress that he's made over the last year. And April 13th this year, I took him to his first event, and it was a main event. It was chaotic, loose horses, an announcer, all kinds of things that he's really never experienced, and it was perfect. He took it all in stride. I was really happy with how he did. He's also gone to a lead line show with my son, and they were 3rd, 4th, and 6th. So that was exciting, a first for both of them. So it's really been a fun adventure with the Mustangs. I'm now completely addicted and want to save as many as I can from holding, and just you know, all because of Woodrow and because of reaching out to these photographers and learning more about the Mustangs and learning more about Woodrow and his family. So Woodrow was named by Tanya and Melissa when he was out in the wild. They loved the Lonesome Dove, and so they named him after Woodrow McCall, which I had honestly never seen the Lonesome Dove, so that was a set that I actually had to get and watch, and now it's one of my favorites. I love it. Woodrow's band is actually called the Lonesome Dove Band. They're just incredible horses. I mean, the Bond, my horse that I lost, I had him for 19 years. And I mean, we had an incredible bond, but the bond that I have with Woodrow is just so different, and I think it's just because he's had to bond to me and get to know me, and I was the first thing that he knew that he could trust as a human.